8 years, y'all. Every single Friday, he brings the weekend in right. Swagger DJ, we love you. And you know what? This is the precipice, the week before the spirit of Thanksgiving. And I want to give thanks to his consistency. And as promised before the break, I told you that we had some good news. Cook County Township is reopening the property tax appeal window. You know, in Hyde Park, today is the or was the actual filing date if you wanted to appeal your taxes. And a lot of people didn't know that until we told them. However, they have heard the call and they are answering it. So Cook County is making a big move to reopen its property tax appeal window across all townships after a major delay in sending out the second installment tax bills this year. Typically, the Board of Review gives property owners about 30 days to appeal their assessed values once the bills arrive. But because the second bills normally mailed in July weren't sent out until November the 14th, and you know when that was, like a couple of days ago, right? What's today, the 21st? The board is calling this situation unprecedented and reopening the appeal period. This isn't just the procedural fix. The board acknowledges the delay has put unexpected financial pressure on many households. By expanding the window now, they're hoping to give more people a fair shot at challenging their 2024 assessments. Don't sleep on this window, y'all. Like literally, I am encouraging you, I implore you to go and appeal your taxes. Remember, we stated that these taxes have risen in some areas 133%. So what does this mean for homeowners? First, appeals filed during this reopened window won't affect the 2025 tax bills. Instead, any successful appeals will be reflected in the 2026 bills. Well, the Board of Review has said that the taxpayers will be able to file their appeals online, and there will be an in-person help available for people who need it in the upcoming outreach events. We will keep you apprised of what those upcoming outreach events are. Many of our listeners do not like online processes. They like to talk to somebody. They want them to hold their hand because many of our listeners are seniors. Well, the delayed billing stems from critical overhaul of Cook County's property tax system. And that resonates to me with you was raising them, right? So officials say that the county's longtime computer infrastructure needed major updates. And because of that delay, the due date for the second installment has also shifted, and the bills mailed on the 14th are now due December 15th. That's not still a lot of time for you to pay a 133%. So what does that mean? That means they doubled and almost doubled in a half.
I've seen it.
Yeah. So this reopening is essentially especially meaningful for communities that have already been feeling squeezed by rising tax burdens. The Cook County taxes are the highest in the nation. And so because the standard appeal window shut before many even received their bills, a lot of homeowners might have missed their chance that they would have actually taken advantage of. So details on how to file are still coming, according to the board, and they promised to release exact opening dates and step-by-step filing instructions soon. Meanwhile, the Cook County Board of Review has resources online where homeowners can check their assessed values and find help and appeal. This isn't just a temporary fix. I want to reiterate that. It's also the question of equity, with the delays disproportionately impacting and affecting homeowners who may have had the means or information to challenge their assessments. Reopening the appeal window helps level the playing field, and for many, this revised opportunity could be crucial steps in lowering their tax burden and securing more affordable, more fair assessments in the future. A lot of times we just get those tax bills, we look at them and we say, okay, we're just going to pay it. Because sometimes we have an increase, but it's really incremental. And so you look at, well, we have deficits and you say, okay, well, my tax increased $130. That's not a big deal for a lot of people. So for a lot of people, it is a big deal. However, if you have the opportunity to lower them, should you? The answer is widely. Say it in unison. Yes.
Yeah. But I remember us talking about this earlier in the week. So if people don't take advantage of this, nothing's going to change still, though.
No,
so people have to take advantage.
They have to take advantage.
I'll be screenshotting that piece of paperwork, because I show so my investment property taxes went up.
Well, everybody's taxes went up.
Yeah.
In Cook County, everybody's taxes went up.
You mind sharing how much?
Man, yeah. So my payment was $1,100, and my payment escrow it went up to $1,500.
Oh my goodness! Dang.
That's a $400 price increase.
But you were one of the lucky ones. A lot of people went up 30, if it was 1,500, they went up to 3,000.
No, that's the escrow went up $400.
Oh, so that's
they
on
double.
your,
That's 100%. That's double.
yeah.
My escrow was like $200 for the taxes, $300 for the taxes. So it went up double. I was 1,100 and it went up to 1,500.
Oh, okay. Well,
You know what I mean? So that's a huge jump.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
if you don't actually look at your bills, right? I want you all to look at your property tax bills, because if you're looking at it, you're paying TIF. You're paying for the TIFs, and that's the tax incremental funding. And most people that are paying for TIF don't qualify or are out out of the realm of even being able to access the TIF. So if you're paying for something and you can't access it, that is unfair as well. So we have so many fronts that we need to fight on this. However, the fight continues, and we definitely have to put our hat in the ring in the fight. Now, what I mean by fighting, you made a very good point, Adam. If you don't take advantage of reassessing your values, you are bound to pay that fee. And so it's a trickle down effect. People who are renters think, oh, that doesn't affect me. However, by and large, your landlord is going to have to go up on your rent. So it does affect every single person, except, well,
so much for affordable housing.
Well, we're gonna have a whole lot of people that are homeless. That doesn't make sense. So we have first of all, it should not have gone out on November the 14th if it normally goes out in August in the first place. They should have automatically pushed the due date back. And to give it 30 more days for the due date is still not enough, but it's something. So if we get incremental wins, then we can get incrementally more wins, right? So y'all, we will keep you apprised. I wish you could see Frank's face if you're not following.
We got the
on our
highest
socials.
taxes, the highest gas taxes, the highest.
How is it in Virginia?
Oh, Virginia? My property taxes? If I told you, you'll be you'll be packing up moving.
Say
huh? $1,400.
Period.
So
$700 on the first bill, $700 on the second bill.
It's one bill, $1,400.
You just pay it one time.
One time in the payment.
Let me tell you something. In Jamaica,
property value $1 million.
Are you serious? Well, you're probably right. I probably should move. However, who am I gonna get to buy the house in order to move with this property taxes like that? That doesn't make sense. But you know what does?
That's right. You are in Cook County.
I have some things in Cook County.
But your house is in Will.
Why don't you just give my address and my social security?
But the address here.
Does that make sense, y'all? With friends like this, you definitely do not need enemies. Y'all keep it locked. We're coming right back with some more resources to level you up. As you know, it's always our aim.
Sorry. Discount that. Rewind that.
To send you back better than you came. This is version 1390.
Wow.
Shut up.
We got too much fun on here.
No, your mouth is running too much.
Yeah, my mouth is running too much. Huh? Loose lip sync shift.
Did you see where Trez got broken into? You talked about the ice cream shop that got broken into.
Yeah, I seen the ice cream shop.
And then Sip and Savor got broken into last night.
Yeah. I think.
Or maybe that was just Jarrell. I mean Justice.
Business owners has got, and everybody got to brace themselves for what's coming.
Yeah.
People out here, they hurt.
Yeah, they are.
Hurt.
Shador got NFL players while they're playing on Sundays. People are going to their house because they know they're playing a game. They're going to the house.
Oh, that's what
they're sticking people up for their cell phones.
They've been sticking people up for their cell phones.
You understand what they're doing with it?
No.
They take sticking up for their cell phones, making you unlock it. All right, so you
sending payments,
and then asking for cash apps for everybody on the phone. $10, $20.
Or you can literally take their Apple Pay. They're right there. Make them put their Face ID in there. You can buy whatever you want.
That's why
buy whatever you want.
You shouldn't conceal what you're carrying. That's exactly why.
You can't rob me with both of your hands.
What's up, Tiger?
No,
You can't rob me with
exactly.
both of your hands.
You're gonna have to have me like tied.
What?
That money green,
What?
girl. This is chartreuse, ain't it? Is it chartreuse?
Is what?
Isn't this color chartreuse?
What's
up?
Truce?
Yes, chartreuse.
That's green.
What's up, Robert Reed Murphy? Thank you for joining us. Get Tax the Bag get tax the bag. Okay, maybe I said that right.
Forest Green.
What's up,
That's
Londa?
not my
How's
Yeah,
it
that's
going?
true.
Oh, Londa, I love you.
Melly
Thank
said
you
when
for
Snap
always tuning
starts
into the
to
Brunch Bunch.
Melly, she brought up a good point. She says when Snap starts to be removed from the household for good, people will further struggle with paying taxes.
Absolutely.
You know, I just think us as a people, we got to get back to we have to all come together and realize what type of economic
Disadvantages we're facing.
yeah, and how much power we really have. We are not
for sure.
powerless. We're just not unified.
We're not powerless. We're not exercising our power, though.
Right. We're not unified.
That's right.
You know, we get unified. Shoot, we got a $2 trillion deficit. We can make things happen. You know, Lyndon Johnson realized that. That's the only reason why he started working with.
What's up, Magic? Oh, he says tell Adam hello. Coley.
Oh, Flipping Flavor last night got broken into.
Sip and savor.
Sip.
See, this is why you don't know Portuguese.
Well, I'm just going right here and says Flipping
They don't
Flavor.
say flip and flavor.
Okay.
Oh, Melody, that's sip and savor. You know, flip and flavor was nice though. I like that.
See? Don't fault me. I'm not the only person.
Uh,
You know what I'm saying? It's
Baby
a
Mom.
family thing.
Hey, Mom.
It's a family thing. We all chopping up the words. Yeah. But I mean it's
and
it's almost like
Trez is one of the most benevolent. She is. Oh no. It was 4:00 in the morning.
EBT Cup, boy, they weren't playing.
No. But you broke
What
in
do they
to
offer?
get
What do they
coffee.
offer?
It's coffee.
coffee. Yeah, what did they take?
I don't know what they took. Look it up because it was breaking news.
Listen, I had a person when I had the barbershop on 87th Street, and I watched them on the camera. They broke in
Thank you,
the
DJ
barbershop,
B-Lo.
broke the glass out, just like what they did on the door. Guess what they went and what they took?
Clippers.
Remember back in the day, you had the machine with the gum in it.
The bubblegum machine?
Yeah, with the change. That's what they took.
They stole bottles of alcohol amongst other items
Yeah.
They stole alcohol.
out of a cooler.
So you broke this man's glass. And the funny part about that, and I don't mean funny haha, I mean funny queer,
is crazy.
is that Trez would have given it to you. That's the
For
kind of heart he has.
For sure.
Yeah, that's the kind of heart he has.
I've never paid for a coffee. Not over there, but anytime I've seen him, he's always giving me a free
Because
coffee.
he is the most benevolent, most giving, most civic-minded person, huh?
Isn't benevolent?
No, benevolent.
No, she said flip. She said no, flip and flavor.
No, I gotta go back to church. Yeah,
What's Sip and Savor?
Sip and savor.
I just found him.
Does he have another company called Flip
I
and
don't know.
Flavor?
Maybe it's another
Could be.
business.
I
Maybe
don't
it's
know.
another business.
The ancillary business, but Sip and Savor is what got broken into. It's right next to
Okay.
And She's Sweet.
Okay.
Exactly. Well, he got footage of who did it. He knew that it was at the 47th Street store. It was at 4:00 in the morning.
Yeah, they don't care about cameras.
No,
They doing everything.
they're doing
on
this
everything.
to the camera.
Yeah, sure. They doing everything. They doing murders and everything on camera. They don't care. These people ain't even thinking. They dead from the neck up, walking around like
There's a
zombies.
lot of zombies out
They're walking around like
There's a whole
zombies.
lot of zombies. There's a whole lot of zombies.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to put you out. And I love you too much.
And I didn't even know I did.
I know you didn't. Well,
A new luxury brand from Tamara Fair. You know about Huntington?
Yeah.
where we going?
I showed you.
Are they on? We're going right into.
Go to bequeeze.com and
Okay.
get your favorite fragrance today. That's BEQUEES
Right here.
.com. Bequeeze.com.
Are you ready to make a dream home?
Today, guys, you know I normally don't dress up, right? But today I'm actually going to do a podcast. It's a cooking podcast. And for those of you who know me and know how I don't like to cook, but I can cook, I can burn. And I don't mean burn it up. I mean like for real. I can really cook. I can really cook. However, I don't really like to cook. Let me tell you why I don't like to cook. Because I don't like opening up the stove, the oven, and that heat hitting my head. I can't stand it. It drives me nuts.
Get out the kitchen.
That's why you use the microwave all the time.
I don't use the microwave all the time. I eat out. I use the everybody else's microwave.
My apartment don't even got a microwave, so I gotta order it.
But I got to shout out to
Don't
my
have
boy, my
microwave.
fellow Fisk guy, Derek Johnson, in the Bay Area in Oakland. And he and his family were the founders of Chicken and Waffle. He hooked me up with one of his friends who is coming in Chicago today, and he is doing a podcast. And I'm super excited to be on it. I'll let you guys know when the podcast is going to air. But in the meantime, in between time, for those of you who can get over to 7201 West Leamington
Hey,
for the
what's up,
press
sis? What's
conference,
up? Hey, your balance
definitely
test
get
will be
over
there
there.
today.
He heard me talking, and then they
I'll
just
send
start
you
talking.
a video so
Hey,
you take your
you know what? It is what it
They
is.
said Friday delivery.
And we hope you
Got you, sis.
will help us continue to fuel this campaign by
Tomorrow is the big turkey giveaway. State Representative LaShawn Ford, who is running for Congress in the 7th District, who's the only candidate that U.S. Congressman Danny Davis has supported in this race. Tomorrow from 10 o'clock over on 5th Avenue, we are giving out turkeys. Make sure you come get your turkey,
Get
y'all.
me a turkey. I'm being that boy like Chris Rock.
So we have none other than our own health guru in the studio today. Frank Kimbrough is back in the building, y'all. Test, don't guess, y'all.
Just don't guess.
And especially around the holiday time, people tend to overeat. They indulge a little bit too much. And so how does that impact that whole omega-3, omega-6 imbalance? Got to get in balance type situation.
Right. Well, we know that about 99% of the things that's going to be sitting at the table during Thanksgiving will be omega-6.
Yeah.
It will be inflammatory.
Because you don't even know as the eater what the cook put in it.
Right. I mean, it's in everything. It's intertwined with our Western diet. And that's the scary thing about it. And it seemed like every year, because of this, that somebody's always missing at the Thanksgiving table.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, think about it. Somebody's always missing every year. The table is getting smaller. The table's staying the same size, but the people that sit at that table, it's gonna be smaller this year. It's gonna be smaller for my family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is. You know, and it's the food. This food is killing us, and inflammation is the number one culprit. You know, and that is why I'm personally on a mission to tell people to test, don't guess. Take the balance test. Find out how much omega-6. Omega-6 is inflammation. It's in all our food. It's hard. You can't dodge it. Omega-3 is anti-inflammatory, and we just don't eat enough fish. And then the right type of fish. Catfish don't count. Lobsters don't count. Shrimps don't count. You got to eat fish that like with the fish that we don't eat. Sardines, mackerel, anchovies. Nobody's good. Huh?
What about tuna?
Tuna's good.
Yeah.
Tuna is good omega. And so is salmon. Salmon is good omega, right?
Salmon.
Salmon. Here we go.
No, let me
My
tell you
English
something.
teacher.
Let me tell you something. MJ says Simon too. I'm like, that is a man's name, not
Simon
a fish.
says.
Salmon. She wants me to be proper.
Yes, I do. Because I don't want people going out and asking at the counter, could you give me some Simon? It's rich in omega.
It depends. If they ask around my house, they know exactly what they want.
Well,
I ain't be like, he's
listen.
in tears. Look at him. He's in tears.
He is. But you know what? I'm glad that you said
Yes,
that because let's actually repeat those: sardines, mackerel, salmon,
Anchovies.
anchovies, and a lot of
Fish
times,
with scales and fins.
fish with scales and fins.
Yes.
And it's important to have them caught in the wild. Let me tell you, a very good place to get them caught in the wild is Aldi's. Aldi's has a great caught in the wild. And people don't know that Aldi's is owned by Trader Joe's.
Yes.
And the quality of Aldi's is comparative to that of Trader Joe's, but the cost is non-comparative because it's a fraction of the cost.
And another thing about Aldi's, do you realize that if you get something at Aldi's and if it's bad and not good, that you can return it and they replace it and give you your money back?
Can I tell you something about returning?
I love Aldi's. Huh?
I do too. I love Aldi's. And you should have the right to return food that's spoiled. Like if you get fruits and vegetables that are subpar, you should be able to return it, and you could make sure that you're dealing with and trading with good purveyors that stand behind their products.
Absolutely.
Because some of these neighborhood stores, some of them are great, but
Mhm.
some of these neighborhood stores get the bottom of the barrel with their fruits and vegetables. And so, are you really getting the nutritional value that you
Right.
think that your body needs? And so, when we talk about that, that's omega-3 component and how it can get you in balance to offset some of those inflammatory toxic omega-6s, what is the best way to understand where you are?
Yeah, it's by taking a test, taking an omega-6 to 3 ratio test, balance test. That's what's right here, right now. If you can put it over there for your viewers to see it, taking a balance test. And Zenzino offers a balance test. They give you a comprehensive balance test. It tests you for your omega-6 to 3 levels. It also tests you for how much omega is in your body. It tests you for your mental strength, because Stanford University has done a report that found out when they did autopsies on people that had dementia and Alzheimer's that they was low or didn't have any DHA and EPA, which is what you get from omega-3s, which is one of the leading causes, right? And we also know that we have a higher rate of spectrum, autism, ADHD in our younger youth, and that's simply because of lack of omega-3 as well, plays a role in that. Then you have the most important thing that we constantly talk about is cellular health, right? And here's the thing right here: if your cell's not right, you ain't right. It's just that simple, right? Because when that cell is hard and rigid, and that membrane and no nutrition is getting in, so if you're eating healthy out here, you got a healthy diet, you working out, but yet your cells are still, you don't have enough omegas not getting into the cells, then it's like you spending all this money and all this time to be healthy, but because your cell membranes is hard and rigid, you're wasting your money because it's not getting in. I tell people, get in balance, and you could take then what your salad that you're eating is a better salad, because then the nutrition can really get into the cells to actually make a difference. And then last but not least is what's called AA, academic acid. It tells you, reveals that in the test. When those numbers are high, that's an indicator of people, which is number one killer, is heart disease, blood clots, strokes. I mean, everything that you could think. When we talk about the body, 97% of the illnesses are as a result of inflammatory, what we call low-grade inflammation, that is causing us, as in every community, especially in the African American community, a shorter life. It is scientific fact. You can go to AI, you can Google. By having been in balance, your 63 ratio will add years on your life. AI will tell you that. Google will tell you this. You know what I mean? So if you want more life, you know what I'm saying, and you don't,
and quality of life,
and a quality life, that's important too, right? Then, and if you can't afford what it costs to be healthy, to eat all these fish that he named, tuna, because this food is expensive, then balance oil.
Everybody
right?
going,
Yeah, balance oil. You know,
Well,
$45 a bottle, and test with 115, and 115 comes with your bottle, and then in 120 days, they see a free test.
You know
See
what I
where you at.
started doing?
What you started doing? Uh-oh, here we go.
So let me see that bottle, because I want to demonstrate it to the people that are actually looking in online. So I started taking my Zenzino balance oil like this.
I heard. I knew she was gonna say that.
From the tap.
No,
Right from the
take it
tap.
to the head, like
Yeah.
Literally. If we are serious
We
about
do
it,
not recommend that.
No,
we
I-
recommend reading the label and taking it. No, but I get it. You know what you
well,
got
you know what, I have been taking it for over a year now, so I know how it feels in my mouth.
Right.
If I'm doing the portion
Right.
size with the cup, with the shot glass, and so now I can feel it, and I just take it because it's my bottle.
Yes.
It's my spout. No one else is taking it from me. And if anyone else is taking it in the household, they have the opportunity to take their own bottle as well. So it truly is one shot to health.
Yes.
So what I hear you saying, though, Frank, is that good balance and good health is a direct correlation to good eating.
Absolutely.
So what tips do you have for people that are going to Thanksgiving dinners, and how should they actually look at eating right at the Thanksgiving dinner? Because most people are not cooking. There's only certain people in the family that are cooking. The rest are guests.
All right. So if I'm serving and I'm having Thanksgiving dinner at my house, right, and I want to be health conscious to me and to the people that's eating there, first thing I will serve smaller plates.
Okay.
Plate sizes is so some people get these big plates, and then you have to learn to eat inside your plate. the middle part of the plate, if you have food on the outside of there on the rim going up, then you are eating too much, right? All right, you stay at smaller
portion
plates.
controls.
Portion controls. You know what I mean?
I like that. Eat inside your plate.
Yeah, eat inside your plate. You know, we ain't gonna tell you I'm not gonna sit here and tell you to take the sweet potato off. It's Thanksgiving. Have a good time, but do it with moderation.
Okay.
Yeah, have a good time. Just do it with moderation, right?
So what about?
Don't put no chitlins on there though.
Oh my God!
Let me just get that. Let me put that out there.
Some people in my family.
You should never eat nobody guts.
Whoa.
I gotta say it. I'm sorry.
No, it's true.
Yes, for real.
Chitlins are the guts of the pig.
Yes.
And so when you think about intestines,
oh my God,
all kinds of bile goes through your intestines. And so that's what causes it to smell so bad. And I'm going to say that I wouldn't eat anything that smells bad.
Right. Absolutely.
If I can smell it, even if it's alcohol, and I'm not a big alcohol drinker,
right.
but even if it's alcohol, if I can smell it first, I cannot drink it.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do people get the test? How do people get to Zenzino? How do people get Imbalance?
Real simple. You can text iHeart to 312-530-8505. Again, text iHeart to 312-530-8505. There will be a link there that you can actually order the balance oil and the test.
Well, I'm excited about it. Again, that number is text iHeart at 312-530-8505, 312-530-8505. Now, it's important that you spell iHeart right. I-H-E-A-R-T. Frank, as always, you always bring the best information about how we can improve our health, because all is not lost. It takes 120 days to rebuild your cells. So in 120 days, you could actually be back in balance and in good health.
Yes. Yes.
I'm excited about it. Well, God is up to something.
Yes.
And you are up to something. Let's see what that something is. Come on, Heart, John P. Key. Let's do it. It's Inspiration 13.
All right.
So the Flanagans are on the phone. Yes. Good. It is by God's grace. That is absolutely true. How many minutes on that song? I want to one.
We got 4.5. How much more? One.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta go to Nashville.
What you doing in Nashville?
I'm building, growing, growing real.
Mr. Flanagan.
Are we doing something next weekend or no? We are.
Absolutely, I saw it. I've been.
I know you have. I just want to make sure because I don't put nothing in that spot because I've been holding that spot like hold this spot.
So here's my thing. I think we should do it. I'm having a full house.
Okay.
I think we should do it with the full house.
You tell me what you want me to do.
Okay.
When?
Friday day.
Friday day.
Yep, Friday day.
That's the 28th. Day after Thanksgiving, right?
Right.
Okay. What time?
4:30, 5 o'clock.
Okay.
Because
20 seconds, right?
Kenny's having a party that night too.
Okay.
So I think we should, because everybody's gonna be fat and hungry. I mean, fat and out of balance.
They gonna be out of balance.
Out of balance.
They gonna be full
and
out of balance.
Because you know what? They're
in case y'all, her friends said she really wants y'all to come. She didn't mean to call y'all
You're gonna sell a lot in January when people make their New Year's resolutions.
Man, let me tell you.
A lot of money right there.
Man, I'm gonna tell you right now. Believe it or not.
Everybody ready?
5, 4.
We up to 400% in volume.
2.
You're rocking with the Brunch Bunch right here on Inspiration 1390. It's your girl Tamara Fair on the air, and I am super excited every single Friday or every single time that the Flanagans come on the air. So Michael Flanagan is up next on the Brunch Bunch, and we're joined with the recurring legal expert of injury, Flanagan Injury Law Group. He's back to break down personal injury basics and what to do if you're ever in an accident, and why evidence and documentation matter more than people realize. So let's give a big Brunch Bunch welcome to Michael Flanagan. What's up? Praise the Lord. So thank you so much for coming back, Michael Flanagan. We truly appreciate you. So what's going on now? I've been talking to Frank about Thanksgiving tips on healthy eating, but you know what? It doesn't really resonate if you eat healthy and you're getting and you are in an accident, right? Because other things are working against you. So with this Thanksgiving travel starting next week, what kind of personal injury cases tend to spike around the holiday season?
Well, we got a lot of relatives that are coming into town. Everybody's seeing the movie Trains, Planes, Automobiles, so traffic tends to spike. And by the way, Chicago has the worst traffic in the United States. A lot of studies have shown that. So, that creates, even around the holidays, a lot of impatience, a lot of texting while driving because people are bored in their cars because of the traffic, a lot of road rage. And so you really, really have to be careful because a lot of people sometimes they'll get mad at you and slow down and speed up and try to
cut you off.
And so what we need to practice on the holiday season is to give each other some grace. Let your fellow drivers in when they're trying to get in, even though they might not be doing it right or they might not be paying attention. And if you do get in a wreck, you can check. Give me a call, 773-789-8529, or visit us online at WindyCityInjury.com.
So wait a minute, Mike. You said that Chicago has the worst traffic statistically in the United States as a whole, worse than Atlanta, worse than Nashville, worse than New York and California. Wow.
And part of that is because of our weather, the traffic pattern that there's always a lot of construction going on. And then, look at Chicago. If you think about down south, even the west coast, most of those highways are 6 and 8-lane highways going each way. Chicago, we on 94, we on 290, and we only got 3 or 4 lanes. So that's why there's a lot of merging going on. A lot of people are running late and cutting each other off. And then we have to talk about the big elephant in the room. You ever wonder why somebody driving so slow or driving erratic? It's because they're on their cell phone.
That is absolutely true. Distracted driving. I don't care if you're on your cell phone, if you eating, if you drinking, if you looking up. You know what I've noticed? The big trend. Well, doing makeup too, but the big trend now is people are having these phone holders and they're watching social media on social media.
They doing lives, they doing TikTok.
Absolutely. So roads get crowded, Mike, and people are in a rush, as you aforementioned. So what are the most common mistakes drivers are making during the holiday travel that could put them at risk and legally and physically at harm? I know we talked about distracted driving, but what else?
Following people too closely, especially on the highway. Y'all got to give folks some room, right? Got to give folks some room. A lot of people, sometimes they wind up in a crash and need some cash because they are tailgating people, or honestly, Tammy, rear end accidents are probably the most common accident calls that we get over the Planning and Injury Law Group when people call 773-789-8-LAW or visit us online at WindyCityInjury.com. But those rear end accidents, because people are tailgating and not paying attention, are very, very common, especially on 290 and 94 going east and west, and that traffic is just inching. You got to give people some room. You might want somebody to drive a little bit faster than what they're driving. You might have somewhere to go. But please believe the other person who's in front of you probably doesn't have anywhere to go. And sometimes people want to be rear-ended, so it's true.
I'm laughing, but that's so true. So you know what I remember, Mike, when I was in driver's ed, that the instructor he stressed it. If you are driving 40 miles an hour, you need 4 car lengths in between the car in front of you. And of course, it continues to go. If you're driving 80 miles an hour, you need 8 car lengths in the car before you, right? And so people don't use that. Either they're not going to driver's ed anymore, or they just toss that out the window. But what is the current prescription of how much distance you should have in the car between you and the car in front of you?
Everybody has to know what kind of car they're driving, right? So if you know your brakes ain't good, you need to give yourself a little bit more stopping distance.
I think if your brakes ain't good, you should park your car.
But when you're driving and in the heat of the moment, a lot of people have a lot lot of anxiety driving and rushing and have a lot of things going on. Kids in the car, they eating, they doing their makeup. Just have grace, Chicago. Have grace with each other. Also, let me tell you who else have grace with these CCA buses. We don't, they can't get out in traffic and swerve, and so we've been seeing a lot of CCA bus cases on the uprise as well, where people get hit by buses or so forth and so on. So just give each other grace during this holiday season. That's the message from Flanagan Entry Law Group and Michael Flanagan Attorney Law.
You know what, Mike? I'm gonna get back to the CTA situation because there's a big personal injury lawsuit that I'm sure is on the way, but I'm gonna come back to that because the holiday season is approaching us fast, and I definitely want to give some tips, some legal tips to our holiday travelers that are listening. So for families that are driving long distance, what should they document if they end up in an accident on the road during the holiday rush?
Lord Jesus, use that computer, that little mini computer, that cell phone. That's the first thing you want to do is whip out that cell phone and take as many pictures as possible, and take as many videos as possible. Look for witnesses, look for those cameras in the sky that might be attached to a pole. Documentation beats conversation, right? Evidence is very key. The other thing, and I want to sneak this in before I forget, Tammy, mentioning the holidays, we have a lot of people that are going to be going to parties and different things like that. Be careful in your Ubers, y'all. Be careful in your Ubers. Right now, my firm is in the process of gathering cases against people who have been sexually assaulted in Uber and rideshare, and that is on the rise nationally around the country. So particularly during the holiday season when you're going out having fun and trying to be safe, trying not to be in front of that wheel. If you're drinking and partying, be careful, particularly with the ladies. Be careful and make sure that you are able to identify who the Uber driver is, and just make sure that everything is on the up and up, because that has been very prevalent over the past few years.
That's good stuff, Mike, because a lot of times people say, you know what, I'm going to drink. I'm going to elect to drink, and then I'm going to get an Uber, because that was what Uber was designed for, to save lives for people who want to party but want to have a safe travel home. So Black Friday brings some packed parking lots and chaotic store traffic. So what types of injury cases do you see related to retail environments during the weekend?
I've represented a number of people who were involved in these parking lot accidents. Again, it's all about patience and giving each other grace, and also anticipating, right? If you see somebody driving erratically and seem like they don't know how to drive, you might just want to stop and let them come on out and back on out, and so forth and so on. If you are in an accident or somebody makes contact with your car, if you're injured, visit us online, WindyCityInjury.com. We have a lot of tips to help you navigate the process, or give us a call. We offer free consultation, 773-789-8529. We have an office in Hyde Park. We also have an office downtown. We see a lot of our billboards across the city. Flanagan Entry Law Group. It's not just me. We have a team and a staff of attorneys and paralegals ready and willing to help you. But certainly, if you're out on Black Friday shopping, beware that, again, people might not be paying attention. And I think the main thing that listeners should take away from this is, remember drivers did when they talked about the right of way? You have to yield the right of way to oncoming traffic. You can't think that you got the right of way just because you want to have the right of way. You have to really think and slow down and process what's going on these roads, because nobody wants to be in an accident, and they are inconvenient.
You are exactly right. So people don't really realize that stores can be liable for unsafe conditions. So what should shoppers look out for, and what steps should they take if they slip and fall or get injured inside of a store?
So, again, documentation, video. First, you need to know what you fell on. We represent a lot of shoppers, particularly, again, around the holiday season, that you mentioned, that slip on banana fields and wet floors because there was no wet floor sign down. There's just a lot of potential pitfalls in these large department stores. And so, God forbid, if you do slip or fall, you need to get an incident report. You need to report it to management. You need to take photos of what you fell on. A lot of people call me and say, hey, Mr. Flanagan, I want $1 million. I broke my toe. I broke my hip.
And because this is a holiday weekend, as you aforementioned, people are going to be, oops, sorry. But because you mentioned, well, because this is a holiday weekend and you mentioned several times that that's when people are so excited, they're not as acutely aware of what they're doing. You got to have some designated drivers in place. And like you said, also, Uber drivers, you got to be vigilant about who they are. Even if you're inebriated, go in, take a picture of who this person is, and take a picture of their ID with your phone, and then you can go to sleep or whatever. But you need to be vigilant about it. So I'm so excited about these tips, right? Because now, finally, for the listeners that are traveling or shopping this next week, what's one piece of critical legal advice that you give them to stay safe and avoid preventable injury situations?
One piece, if I could think of one piece, I would just say practice patience. A lot of accidents happen because of a lack of patience. We represent a lot of people who were hit by people making left-hand turns, for instance. People say, "Oh, well, I thought it was clear." You just got to be careful. Just be patient. Everybody wants to get where they want to go, but you got to get there in one piece. So.
Yeah, get there in one piece. That's a great stance. Get there in one piece. Just get there. So I said that I wanted to go back to the CTA bus accident and the young lady that got torched on the L. Is that a personal injury lawsuit, or what is that?
Potentially. So unfortunately, that was an intentional act by a third party. So that's a kind of a complicated legal situation that might or might not wind up in her favor in terms of monetary compensation. Praying for that young lady, but certainly an unfortunate incident. And eventually, the powers that be, or it's going to have to be proven that the powers that be, whether it be CCA or some of the other entities in which that unfortunate incident took place that are involved, can be held legally responsible for the intentional acts of the third party. Right?
She was minding her business on her phone, and someone torched her. For those of you who all missed the previous week's report about it, and definitely we are praying for her as we pray for all of our believers and all of our sponsors and all of our guests. Mike, thank you so much for all of your wisdom. We truly appreciate you being our legal eagle. And if I don't talk to you before the holiday, you and your wife and your family have a wonderful holiday. And definitely, guys, you want to call 773-7898-LAW. 773-789-8529. That's 773-789-8529. Or you can go to Windy City. Tell it.
City Injury.
WindyCityInjury.com. All right, Mike, thank you so much. We appreciate you. He's gone. All right. Well, y'all, it's been a great show as usual. We truly do appreciate you listening in. I want you to have the best weekend ever. And always, we encourage you.
I got one thing to add. I forgot to mention.
Gotta go.
Okay, I go.
Hurry
up. Buy one, get one free when you go to the website.
All right.
Got to mention that. Black Friday special.
All right.
Go to look at the Black Friday Friday. It's I can't believe they're doing it.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm going on there and get mine. But we always want to encourage you to keep Love 24 alive. Tell someone that you don't know, a perfect stranger, that you love them. Show someone that you do know how much you love them. Lead with love. Land on love. I love you, Brunch Bunch.
Love you, Sammy.
Believers, we love you. Baby Eminem, we love you too. Modi, I love you.
What's
Y'all
up, Modi?
stay optimistic.
Say goodbye.
Bye.
All right.
Are we off?
No.
Hey, Reggie, what's going on? Needs you. Don Bad Mesh. Some of you guys have gone on and off, but I definitely want to mention you. It's by God's grace that his music just overshadowed what I was talking about, right? Y'all have a wonderful weekend. It's been a blast. Peace.
Roll.